I wasn't going to do this, but then I decided this is a good opportunity for it. Hopefully this will come out good enough that you can understand what I'm saying while I'm saying it. What we have here is a Harbor Freight wood lathe that I bought probably 20 years ago. I don't know. I know I paid around 100 and a quarter for it. I have a little machinist lathe over here. And you see it right there, the little blue thing. It broke. Uh, Took 5 weeks to get a new control module for it. And I need to turn metal. I need to make some bushings. So I went and got me a compound vise. Cut everything off the bottom that I don't have to have there. 3/8 plate, 6 screws coming up from the bottom, countersunk number 10s. Same thing up here, cut the vise off, drill and mount this plate, this 3/8 plate, 6 screws, countersunk so they're out of the way. Then a little adapter to bring the tool posts up so that the adjustment will compensate and center. Once I got that all done, this compound actually works pretty good. The compound cost 50 bucks. I did take it over to the machine shop and have them flatten that for me. I could have done it myself with a file and a flap wheel and about 3 years of patience. It was way quicker to take it to the machine shop and let them do it for me. The weighs on this thing were miraculously true. This thing is every bit as accurate as that machinist lathe. And quite frankly, that is extraneous now. I have a 4-jaw independent chuck for this, the standard wood chuck for it, and I've got a 4-inch 3-jaw on the way. Vevor is sending me no charge as compensation for that thing breaking down. They also gave me a $48 credit. That's what I used to pay for that 4-inch 3-jaw. They extended my warranty from the date of the repair for another year. So I don't know why people have a problem doing business with those guys. But anyway, I built this metal adapter for my wood lathe. I turned aluminum and bronze on this lathe before using my regular tools. It tears them up, and it's really hard to be accurate. Now I'm accurate within thousandths of an inch. She does good work, does it quickly, and quite frankly, it's a 5-speed lathe, 750 to 3200. Right now I got her running about 1100 RPM. Let me get some glasses on here. She cuts chips just fine. What I'm making here is a pulley for a lift. I haven't got this piece round yet, so I have to go kind of slow still until I get it round. Once I get it round, I go down. The quick change post there costs about 50 bucks. 50 bucks for the cross vise and a little elbow grease. It took a little bit of work, but not a lot. And quite frankly, I don't need that little machinist lathe anymore. So anybody wants one, I'd gladly sell that with a 4-jaw independent chuck for 300 bucks. That gets me back most of what I got in it. I'd be out about 100 and a quarter. But that would give me money to buy more tooling for this little darling, which I would really like that. As you can see, she cuts true and she does just fine. I could slather some oil on that if I didn't want it to squill, but I really don't want the oil on me right now. You can hear that thump right there. That thump is because we're not round yet. Once we get round, she'll go way quieter and way more civilized. So we got to get around first. Ah! Too big a bite. That's because it's got a flat on it. What I've done here is I centered this piece and screwed it to the adapter that came with the friggin' wood lathe. The 4-jaw chuck, I got an adapter for it from the little machine shop out in California. It was 35 bucks. And literally just mounts right to the back of the 4-jaw chuck. Once you have it mounted there, on your 4-jaw, we're getting round now. Once you have it mounted to the 4-jaw chuck, now you can turn square stock in here. Turn this off. I'm going to see if where did I put that? I have a piece I made the other day that, I don't know what I did. There it is. This is steel. I made this on that lathe. This hole right here is 44 millimeters, right? I think 44. I don't remember. But what I can tell you is it's within a couple of thousandths of what I needed. This was made for a drill press. Go up there, so give it some depth adjustment, because it didn't have any plastic adapters and crap. What I'm telling you is this wood lathe, which will still turn light wood, mind you. My tailstock and my tool rest are sitting over here on the welding table while I turn this pulley. This is going to be a pulley for a hoist. What I can tell you is this will do double duty handily. I am going to have to modify that tailstock a little bit, because the tailstock is, god dang, it's just a little tiny bit off center. I haven't really got any way to accurately measure it. What I was going to do is get a buddy to send one of his machinists over here. I'll compensate him somehow. Take him over here and figure out how to make that how to accurize my tailstock. Once that tailstock's accurate, holy crap! This is a 10 by 18 inch wood lathe with a 1/2 horsepower motor. It's got 5 speeds, 750 to 3200 RPM. It will turn a bowl out of wood or out of aluminum, bronze, and I have turned steel on it. Turning steel on it, what I do is slow it down to 750 and just go way slower. The quick posts here, these are about 55 bucks at Walmart.com. What I can tell you is you need a boring tool. They come with a boring tool, but it doesn't fit the tool post, these little adapters. So then you have to go back and find the adapter for their tool post, for their boring tool, or just buy a 10 millimeter boring tool. And I'm using carbide bits on all my metal work for the simple reason it's just easier. One thing I've not succeeded in doing yet is reliable parting. Parting's a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. It would be cool if it worked the way it was supposed to. But again, turn square stock on here, turn rectangular stock on here. I've turned steel, bronze, and aluminum. This whole lathe, with the 2 extra chucks and adapters, I might have $450 in the whole shooting match. Were I to realize I could have done this, holy shit, I would never have bought that little metal lathe. That's $350 I could have put in tooling for this. Because that would also save me that counter space over there. And I can put my mini mill there. Instead of down in the bottom shop, I have to go down there and do any milling. I just think that this is a worthwhile thing. And if you're a guy that has an occasional use for a metal lathe, and you turn wood, why not get yourself a compound, make an adapter? You could literally just buy a compound. Vevor sells a 17-inch compound for 120 bucks. There's a no-brainer to mount a friggin' tool post to it and put a quick change tool post on it, and you're in business. What I have down here, they use a kind of a offset washer here. What I have is a plate It's about 4 inches long. No, it's as wide as this. Um, Actually, a 1/4 inch wider. And I literally have two 3/8 holes tapped in it. And the machine shop cut the size for me so it travels down the waist. Uh, it's got two 9/16 bolts in it that I tighten once I square it. And all I'm doing is laying a speed square against here, squaring this plate to the speed square, tighten these up. I'm trued and ready to start cutting with the lathe. Uh, that's worthwhile. This compound is made specifically for this lathe, but it works good. I cut half moons on both sides so I can turn this piece of equipment, which allows me that angle. I can go up to 60 degrees with the bottom. I did not make this so it could turn, but I can turn my tool post, and with a little handiwork you can get what you want out of it. It works. Anyway, I just thought I'd show this to you guys. This is that way a poor man can have both lathes without buying the metal lathe. Alright, I'm done.